two-point conversion will tie the game.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
One of the biggest plays in Super Bowl history unfolding before our eyes. They need two to tie. They'll try and run it in. And he is in. And the Super Bowl is tied. Everything was riding on that two-point conversion, and they got it.
They got it. They now have the momentum. Time really dwindling in this game. Now their big deal is make sure they get a good kickoff and don't give up anything big on the defensive end.
So what a Super Bowl this has been. All tied in the final minute as it kicks away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
And the Colts coming out now.
And Charles, obviously not much time left. I'm curious to see if there's enough for them to get into field goal range and try to win this thing.
And partner, you and I both know the safe calls to kneel and just take it into overtime. But it's also very tough to pass up a chance to win it right now as well. But remember, if you do attempt that, it's got to be a big play downfield and still leave yourself enough time to get your field goal unit out there and kick for the win.
And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
So it's the Colts who are going to get a chance to win it here first as we're back underway in overtime. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they scored first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football. People hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
Out to his left. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball. And right now, I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
Flushed out right. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down.
A nice start for them here to overtime, and maybe the plan here is don't do anything too crazy. Don't try for some big play, Charles. Just move the chains, put the pressure on the defense.
Well, these early first downs are certainly nice confidence builders as they begin overtime, because even though you've just played 4 quarters, the feeling's entirely different when you take the field in OT because you just want to settle in, as you suggested, keep the ball moving, and rely on your opponent to make that first big mistake.
A touchdown would obviously be ideal to start this overtime. They'd still need to play defense, but it's 1st and 10. Richardson out of the shotgun.
Flush to his right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Back to throw. Richardson dancing to his left. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the 1st down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Off play action. Richardson.
And he's going to lose a yard or 2, taken down behind the line. Sam Hubbard able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, and it's intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime. Just a gigantic interception here in overtime of this playoff game. And now, Charles, all they need is 3 to win it.
That's exactly right, because now one possession, one field goal gets it done. They force a lot of big turnovers.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Julian Blackmon. Inside the 20. But not only do they get the interception, now they've got it 1st and goal and already in chip shot range here for a field goal to write it into this script.
Brandon, they have to be thinking to themselves, do we just run the field goal kicker out there right now? Most teams, though, tend to run a play or two, take care of the football, and then kick it on 3rd down.
So it all rests now on the right foot of the kicker, Matt Gay. This undoubtedly the biggest kick of his life.
Offside, defense.
And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
And now it all rests on the right foot of their kicker. This to win it in overtime. And it's off the left upright. Oh, my goodness. Heartache. It's no good. And we will play on here in overtime.
Oh, that's so deflating, Brandon, because you know he was thinking to himself, just give me a shot. Just put us in a position to win the game, and I'll get it done. But this kick, not on target, and we'll keep going here.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Well, this is a pretty rare situation here, Charles. You get into overtime, neither team coming through with even a field goal on their first drive. So now, sudden death with the time remaining. Next score wins.
And now I would say that going at it might be a little bit easier for both teams now because they've eased into overtime. That first series, boy, everything on the line then. Now you've seen what a defense is thrown at you. You can make some adjustments, and all you need is 3 points to win it.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Burrow on play action. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Burrow. Escaping the pressure right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Yeah, I know there may be temptation to go for it here in overtime, but you have to punt the football.
I like how emphatic you are about it because I know the tendency is, as a player, let's go get this thing. You're actually telling your coach, come on, coach, we can get it. We have that play call. And the head coach has to remember, that play call likely isn't there. Punt the ball away. Punt it away. Be smart.
Trust your defense.
Trust them.
A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Just straight money right there. The biggest drive of the game, a chance to win it in overtime. If they've been saving that play, they sure pulled it out at the right time. A huge turn of events there.
Ball security critical now. When do they opt to kick it? Time will tell. Here's 1st down.
This is Brown going up the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And his kick is good. The field goal is through the uprights, and they've won the Super Bowl. Bengal Nation rejoice. Cincinnati has given you the Super Bowl title. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that, because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture,